Alright, third episode, ladies and gentlemen, in which is going to be a little bit more action heavy compared to the last two, because I did some thinking, because I was considering, expanding into neighboring provinces such as Dalshot and Kiva before we eventually go further westward to take those two counties, which, yes, they belong to the Zoroastrians, but I want them to lose their counties and then eventually get to them. I want the Karen dynasty to not hold any lands so that my daughters can marry one of you boys and subsequently get the Parthian blood, which that feature of periodically attracts the certitude of great warriors of Zoroastrian. It makes it very attractive. Because as you can see, you see this regent here? The Shabab, the hunter? All these good traits and a very high combat skill. That is an example of a spawned great warrior Zoroastrian character. I would love to have those type of benefits. Even though the man likes me enough, so... Although I can convince him, like, I don't know, give him a little money if I want him here, but... No, I have other priorities. And that is the man that I thought I... And the man that I thought I knew. That I thought I once knew. Emir Jibril the Wise. We're rivals now. Because despite the fact the first couple of years, ever since I became the Shaykhah of Bukhara, I befriended him, and he was nice to me back, and he still feels sympathy for Muslim religions, but due to his cruel and deceitfulness, he's been antagonizing me to the point where we became rivals, and I'm sure I probably wasn't the only one. Oh no, that was probably rivalry through war, unless it's... Yeah, it was probably through war. Antagonized them too, for whatever reason. Clearly, this supposed family man is not a good person. I mean, he's not sinful, it's just these two vices, and him being content, that is unbecoming of him being a Muslim. That's just my opinion of how, you know, how a nice man should have been. Or be as virtuous like I am, even though I'm not always virtuous. I picked up one little sin though, and that's wrath, but that's due to the warrior training. So, I'm sure I'll get over that some other time. And I've invited a few people, they'll be coming in soon. And also I'm going to fabricate a claim on the Emirate of Samarkand. Because one day I will become, you know, since he holds 3 different Emir titles besides Samarkand, which means if I were to become, I was about to say, what's your equivalent? I mean, you're a Shah, and they call your queen Benebshen, so I could be the Benebshen of Samarkand, which would still be considered as petty Shahdom, as it's called for the Sogdian culture. But I've stated this before. You have abused the Sogdian hospitality for too long. But remember, he's wounded, and he has an infection. He was wounded during a battle, which he suffered a swollen ankle. So this happened while he was intervening in a conflict with the Tide Emirate, which, interestingly, used to be a tributary state to the Abbasids, but somehow they got themselves free. Which I would say lucky them, because, you know, the Caliph is very busy. So I thought the timing would be as good as ever. Because what I'm going to do to him very soon, the Caliph ain't going to save you. But first, who's willing to back the plot to fabricate the claim? Because remember, if you get 3 backers, you have to get it up to 75% on the plot power, which gives a 60% chance of success for fabricating a claim. Or get all 5 and have a plot power of 100 and have a definite chance of successfully fabricating that claim. So in that case, I was about to say, you know what, just wait a moment. Actually, do and just take the money, alright, you guys? Because I got people coming in very soon. I mean, I wish I had the time to befriend you, but time isn't really on our side these days. Let time pass. He's dealing with raiders right now. And also, here's this man that I've been, antagonizing him. Well, I finally got him. So my work with him is done. Since he's the best commander of Dashwoods, challenge me. Now. That spineless, foul lunatic. Well. Karen created a satrapy, equivalent of a duchy. And you want to fabricate a claim on Khiva. No, because I'm going to get rid of you soon. Because I said that I have plans to expand in these two territories, so it won't matter. But I'll leave these two Zoroastrians here alone. He refused my challenge. Does that make him craven? Because if he refuses a challenge, he would pick up the craven trait. Thus, if I were to go to war against Dashwoods, it would kind of hinder his troops. So me scaring the commanders is good enough. I bought this man here, member of the Sandpit, because, commander on the field. Because the Herbat isn't good enough. But I'm sure you are. But there are others, including the former peasant leader on one of the failed peasant revolts back down in Persia. And this man, who is a really wise man, with a learning skill of 22, I will make him a philosophical tutor. Also, no designated region. So in that case, Vishtas, you'll be that. So, just wait for it if it's enough. Oh, we got another backer. Well, it's the Turk. Well, he was formerly Turkish, but he's changed his culture to Persian. Well, it kind of makes sense because Turkish culture is pretty much almost non-existent because the Abguids are gone. But they were able to raid Samarkand in revenge. Those guys. They're still out there, they're still roaming and raiding places. Yeah, the last of the genuine Turks. Well, these guys, well, they were Turkish, but they changed their culture to Persian. But you're still living on Zoroastrian land. Well, how much is that in the plot? 17, alright. Thank you, Said. So that's 90% chance to fabricate that claim. Not only have I failed a claim on the Emirate of Samarkand, but my efforts have been discovered. But the Emir is not too pleased. Oh, I lost the plot. Well, can we try again? Yeah, he ain't too happy right now, but we could try again. I'm just making him mad even more. But remember, his troops are dealing with raiders now, so don't do anything stupid. Fabricating the claim is not a stupid move. So let's give it another shot. I believe that's more the plot power we had before, so I assume that his vassals... Oh, he's widely hated. I'm sure many of you want to set out to get rid of him. told you, I thought he was a good person, but clearly he's not. Although not a sinner, but you know what I mean. Try that again. With the aid of my fellow conspirators, I managed to fabricate a claim on the Emirate of Samarkand. So now I have a strong claim on the Bajanid Emirate, or just Samarkand in general. Because one day, this land's going to be mine. And he's going to go have to live off somewhere else, like Kiva, or Kuta, or Serdaya. But his troops are on the move, so don't raise the troops. They're going to go fight the raiders up north. But he doesn't have that much troops out there. We can deal with them. But no reason to push that claim yet. It can be inherited by a successor. Which means if I die in some unfortunate circumstance, then my son will take up arms to finish what I've started. Because what I have started basically, as I'm 31 years old, is a Sogdian Resistance movement. But just in case, let's get the faction up to see if anybody else is willing to back the plot. But there is another way. Again, I still want to deal with him personally. Since he's backed out of a duel, and which I can ask again in May, but highly unlikely he will accept it because he's old, he's hurt, and whatnot. Just let his troops move. They're all gathering in Dash Woods. Okay, he's backed off because raiders are leaving and he knows it. Well, I'm willing to risk it because he may be suffering from his battle wounds, which they became infected, but he has a family focus, which is a healthy lifestyle, and he's also a renowned physician, which ups health even more, so he's got half a health better, so I think he'll live, which gives me enough time to, well, I'm going to do two things at him. If the Caliph is busy, because he's got a holy war he's assisting. Where's his troops mainly? Oh, he's dealing with the revolt mainly, which he's winning, but he's also dealing with his allies up in Armenia, and another down in the Sultanate that's in the Indus Valley region. So this will be a good time. It's the best time. We have the manpower to do so, but I got another trick up on my sleeve. Emir, you betrayed me. At least you betrayed, what I thought knew, because I thought you were a genuine person, but clearly you're not. And because of that, you made me mad, I became more zealous, and I became brave. So yes, even though I haven't, it's like I may be zealous to Zoroastrianism, but let's be honest, how much to an extent of, how well does Roxana know about the Gothas and Zoroaster and everything? It's like, clearly she's doing an act of revenge against him, to avenge and uphold her honor. But remember what Zoroaster taught us. Good words, good thoughts, good deeds. But he's my bitter rival, and I can't imagine anything better than throwing that blighter into my dungeon. So one of us is going to prison, and it's going to be you. So it's either you or me. The way I see it, might as well be you. And because of that, this is a brief independence for the Marzanpanite of Bukhara. That's one thing. And the other, as we raise the troops and we'll be marching to Samarkand, I will use my glory to raise an army. And that'll be 1,100 men regiment arriving in Bukhara, non-reinforcing, but it'll have a bit of monthly maintenance. The Caliph isn't going to save you now. So, bring our cavalryman. He knows the way. And Vishtasp, he may be my designated regent, but he's a good fighter. He may be bruised right now, but he's fine. And as we march to war, let me get in shape. So I'm gonna spend some money to increase the next feast budget. So yeah, I'm definitely ready for any challenge that wishes to, you know, take my title as champion, as well as what we're heading to. The question is, are you leading troops? Yes. He's up there. That coward. Besieging Afrasiab and Samarkand should be easy because the Turks raided that area in anger. They're dealing with raiders as well, so there'll be no interference. This is good timing. Let them gather. If they come to Bukhara, we'll get them too. We're just going to besiege Samarkand. I should have antagonized these commanders, but we don't have that much time. Because of the commanders you have, that man is probably the best one in the field. So I would like to antagonize him. Hashem of Kutal was captured. You were there? Well, I actually like you, so I'll put you under house arrest. Just to show you that I am merciful to you, at least. But since you have no heir and land's going to go to him, which we can't really afford that to happen. And the strong never rest. Now I am a formidable fighter, which is the fourth and final tier. This character is one of the greatest warriors in the world, favored by God and dreaded on the battlefield, with more health and even more combat skill. Let him march to Bukhara, and we'll get him too. And due to a small garrison, not filled all the way, I mean the garrison is filled, it's just the total isn't enough for the defending garrison and the defending levy. That's what we are referring to. And Samarkand city will be easy to take. And I'm sure some of you are wondering, but what about the claim? Also, what is this? In addition to my Rivalry War, Conquest for Kiln, that's for Fergana. And that's also for Fergana, so irrelevant. But what's relevant is this man has challenged me. Although he's suffering from consumption, but a mild illness. And he's a trained fighter. So I've defeated 1 out of 10 pretenders, so here's number 2. He's taking aggressive stance, coming directly at me, making the next attack more likely be a critical hit. I'll swing it. Oh! So I will keep the title as champion, so he surrendered, so he made a reasonable decision today. Again, he's sick. So he's called the Emir in, but I don't think he's going to be that committed. No, I'm confident that we can get this war done fast. We just got to break those walls down. Well, not really. We don't want to assault that, like the last time. We got the children. All except his sons. If only we had captured the heir, that would definitely contribute to the war score. Now, as for your children... Oh, not only the children, but also your secondary wives as well, as your first wife is still held by the Turks. Let me put you under all on house arrest. Again, I have no quarrel with you children or the women. You've done nothing wrong. And plus, these women are Sogdian. And since I brought that wise man here, and I am not fully committed on educating all of my children, except you, because you're my personal guardian. Because, you know, you are the heir to Bukhara, and the heir to the Sogdian Resistance. Now, as for the rest of these children, they will all be taught by Nesse, who is that philosophical tutor, which I will make him a court tutor, since he is the wisest of us all. So he will educate all the unassigned children, including mine. But I wouldn't make them Kurdish if I were you, unless that would be at my behest. And no, I'm saving my money. Oh hey, you're in the front line with me, and he says, you know, since we have this free time to get Samarkand, it's time to teach you something. Even though I'm already a formidable fighter. It'll go down fast. Just in less than a month's time. We're both zealous, so we'll take it. Oh, look, the Yabguids are back. Finish the siege. I want to fight that army again. And maybe we can assist the Yabguids and screw them over. Unless you want to get them now. Which we do have the speed, thanks to Bunyat here. Bunyat the dove, in which he flies like a dove. You know, he's become a little lazy these days. I mean, then again, he's getting old. So screw it. Let the Yabguids cause some damage up there, which they already has. Oh, he's gonna get away with it. Let him go down to Bukhara. We'll fight him there too. Let's go. Question is he over there? Yes. He's still wounded and still has the infection. As for your young daughters, I'll make sure they'll be raised as Zoroastrians. I'm never going to give them back to you. Man, it's a long way. This is what happens when you keep doing this. Increases the duel experience by 1. Which means, yeah, ups the combat skill though. Farzad beams a smile at me while handing over a pouch of gold. He claims it contains the savings accumulated from hard work and donations from the richer families in my realm. Wow, this is wonderful news! Farzad, thank you very much. I didn't know we have rich families here in Bukhara, but then again, it's become a refuge for Persians and others that are of a Zoroastrian faith. This is a difference maker. We gotta chase him down. Come on. We're gonna get him. The Yabguids are passing Samarkand. Good, because that's my target. The Emir has no skill. If we can capture him, war's over. And he'd be going to prison. That's my philosophical theory. It's 30. So, I guess we'll try to occupy a bit more, even though, again, we have the manpower to do so, so let's just get back to Samarkand. But the real question is, I honor the bravery of your troops, or lack thereof. He was flattered by the honors I bestowed upon his troops and heavily replicated. Again, he's one of the guys that not too fond of him. Yeah, I still sway the enemy. Oh, more wars being declared or joined. Yeah, he's got another war to assist. But he's in Tabaristan, so he's dealing with the revolt right now. We gotta make this quick. Otherwise I'll go to prison. But I will find a way out. I always have. And he's still antagonizing me even in war. Oh, we need a guy like you in our ranks. He'll just be one of the backup commanders in case one of ours dies. Particularly Bunyat, which he's getting old, as I tell you. Are you sure there aren't any siege leaders around? If only we had more talented commanders these days, but no, there aren't any. Too far up north, so no. No need for allies. This is a personal matter. We don't want anybody to get involved. And he moved his capital where that gold mine is. And we're trying to fabricate that claim too. This is just one of the philosophies. This is part of the university mod. It's an Indian Hindu philosophy. It's going to take a while. And just hope that the Caliph doesn't come here. Which, he's got this rebellion handled. Don't ask. Oh, daughter's hand. Matter of fact, just to make sure no one asks. I just noticed you became Brony. How do you like that? Hope he becomes Brony too. Unless I can influence him because I'm his guardian now. We get a little bit of money. So, city's next. And then we'll go up to the Wilia. And the place will be fully occupied, but we have to occupy more if we were to win that rivalry war. So it's going to be a little longer than expected. You're more towards intrigue. Give you that. Oh. I mean, he ain't zealous, but he's the best commander of their army. Which, for some reason, he's all the way down there. The commander of Samarkand. I guess that army we fought earlier retreated all the heck way down here to be with the Abbasid friends. Infidels deserve no compassion on mocking his faith. Yep, not only he got angry, but he became stressed. He did not take that lightly. So it seems my attempt to antagonize him has some unsavory aspect on the mind of my victim. He appears to be a lot more stressed after being subjected to the foul rumors I spread about him. So that guy probably wears emotions on his sleeve. My industry is starting to bear fruits. Many in his circle of friends and family are starting to understand how insufferable that man is. Now he gets vicious rumors. Grand Vizier. Not in perfect shape, am I? No? Too late for that, so... Oh, counter. Gotcha. Lunge attack. Safe, timid. That's 3. I guess they're gonna go insist the Abbasids. I guess they want no more of us, so... Keep that in mind. We gotta keep track of that. Other possible movements of the Abbasids. We know they're over there. But he's got so many wars going on. And helping out their fellow tributary states. We just hope they don't come up here. Otherwise, I'll be really ready to die. Stay in shape. Ah, Chuzak, I remember you. You taught me a few things. Now, I get to teach you. Whatever gets me more glory. Because it's time to meditate. The Manichaean faith triumphed, but the adherents of the Zoroastrian faith had steadily dwindled to the point where Manichaean believers are in a majority. This new state of affairs has reduced the Zoroastrian faith to a de facto heresy. All former Zoroastrian holy orders are now Manichaean. Oh, Zoroaster, save us. The Manichaeans believe they are the true Mazdans, whereas we are. So now they call us heretics. But no, we are the true faith. And we will show them that. Slowly but surely. But we fear that since they're going over to meet the Abbasids... Oh no, they're over there. They're probably regrouping, which... Let's go over there. Fully occupied Samarkand. Put some medications. Search and destroy. Little girl, you are now speaking Sogdian. Hey, where did he go? Oh no, you're here. I was about to say, wait a minute, are all these children in prison, guardians? No, it goes to me instead of the court tutor. Ah, okay, so I have control of that. Which means 14, 12, 8, so gotta make you Zoroastrians. That only applies to if they're preteen. Too late. Again, all these children are under house arrest. I have no quarrel with the man's family. It's just between me and him. Alright, we're going over there. Sogdian Zoroastrian, and he's a lunatic. He's not of importance, so thoroughly posted into that dungeon and forget about it. Let him run. See where he's going. See if we can capture the Emir. It's the only way to win this war fast before the Caliphate interferes. Nope, we didn't get him. Raiders. Oh, now he's severely injured. I guess one of our commanders did this. Let me see. Fort level. Or even, but of the total, what's easy to take? Kiva. Or here, even though it's ran by Zoroastrians. So I guess this would be a little easier to take. So I guess we'll remain here instead of Kiva, which would be a great potential target for that expansion from within. If the Emir dies, then you could say that that my revenge is satisfied, in a way. But I would love to put him in prison, rather than have him dead. Still ongoing. And I hope the new Shia Caliphate would eventually declare war against them. But do they have a truce? No, no truce. No peace. Let them get together again and we'll hit them up again. Let's meet under an armistice. Doesn't want to meet in person. I guess I should have just appreciated the bravery. Still in shape until February, because I'm ready for the next challenger, whoever it may be. Sorry about this, but you have no family, so it's okay. Alright, here's number 4. He thinks it's going to be a critical hit? You're wrong. Not a scratch on me. We're halfway there, 52% out of 100. Because all I want to do is put that man in prison. Plundered by savages. If only I could, challenge you to a duel, but we're at war. Yeah, occupy. Next place should occupy is Kiva. Or even up there, but now they're recovering from the Yabguid raids. As I said, sorry. Maybe we should take over that area too, but Kiva first. Is he over there? No, he's back in Samarkand. There. So that'll just stick it up to him. Just saying, hey, one of your youngest daughter is a Zoroastrian now. Because I'm trying to teach her to, the right ways. Gotta learn on your own. You'll do good. Another Sogdian veteran. You're in. Just gonna fight you guys and then come back here. And Samir will be speaking Sogdian. Don't you think about it. Oh. Okay. Fight these guys and then siege Kiva. How dare you raid my territory? Look, the Emir is over there. Him and his personal guard, one would think. 3 light infantry, 1 heavy infantry. Capture him. Come on. Still haven't had him captured. Last. Rebellion is still going on. But it's almost over. It's only a matter of time before he begins his interference. It's gone on a little too long now. And I'm sure the mayor isn't going to like it, but the Herbat doesn't mind because he's my best friend. Thank you. Took too long. Softening him up Kiva for a future conflict of border disputes. He's better from his injury. He's out there again. Take the holding down and fight him again. Because they're still regrouping. Good. Alright, let's go get him, and then continue the siege. And since they're raiding that, maybe we should also occupy that area to get things done faster. Forgot that I was still supposed to be in perfect shape. Ethiopian Jewish, old. This is going to be number 5. It's not a critical hit. Oh, counter. Wounded him. Now swing it. Counter. And Samira is now Zoroastrian. Another one of his daughters. This war isn't going quite as I thought it would. I'd lose more men per battle than I planned, and the sieges are going on forever. More manpower and more siege weapons than what I need. Perhaps a friend could assist me with this. The Sheikh of Hormuz. Oh, you are way far away from here. Say, my Zoroastrian brother, want to come help? Even if it's a long walk. Gain a little prestige for having a little conversation. My letter to the Sheikh has gotten lost in a number of ways. Truthfully, I sometimes wish it would. A shame I haven't asked a friend for help gnawed at me till I got his response. He joined my war. Not much, but it helps. You got a long walk to there. Where are you? Oh, they finished their rebellion. But the question is, are they coming over here? I mean, they got a lot of wars. So, you better finish this. By join my war, meaning he didn't. That's because, you know, Liege, I guess. Or isn't really that committed to it at all. No. He probably doesn't want to risk losing his head. We're gonna get you one way. I was about to say, hey, the Sogdians from Fergana lost their land to the Karluk Khaganate. There's some good news. But I feel a little bad for the Sogdian people who are occupied by their new masters of the steppes. We need to finish this war. Quickly. And he's still talking bad about me. Putting you under house arrest. So I'd say we captured more. Here's Samarkand. Paykand. Oh. Different area. Got so much money that if need be, we can hire a small number of mercenaries to up the siege speed a little. You are a bad person. Again, still a little nervous. The longer we take, more time for the Abbasids to... Oh, there's another rebellion that just popped up. Look at this. Maybe it's small, but this is a perfect time for you to declare on them and keep them busy. Well, that means we bought more time. More time than it actually should, because it's going on for a little too long. Honestly, 5 years is too long for me as a standard when it comes to wars. And I'm sure the mayor is going to get a little antsy in 2 years. But the friend doesn't mind. He says, you can fight your war as long as you like. Karen Holy War. Oh shoot, just when I want the counties. He's all grown up now. He has the strength to do it. Now you speak Sogdian. Wait a minute. Auschwitz is mine, but if you can rate it, good. Maybe we should occupy, you know, these two areas that he owns. Because it's another source of reinforcing. He's going down for whatever reason. Or assisting more wars. You got Kashgar for Pamir. And this one also Kashgar, so without the Bajanids helping them out, they're gonna lose their holdings here. Doesn't like. Now let me teach you about Ahura Mazda. Forgot to get in shape since I've been into this war so much. Well, he's number 6. Not a critical hit. Oh, hear it again. Dodge. Now swing it. Counter. Maybe I don't need to get in shape. You're as good a shape as any. I mean, look at you. You're a better fighter. And plus, you're of a normal body shape. You don't have to be brawny to be, you know, as such. I guess they weren't raiding, they were looting. So after these two holdings, we go up to Dashwoods. Alright. I'm starting to lose it a little. May hire some mercenaries. Small number of mercenaries. Assassin, my son. Which unfortunately you became dull, but you're good enough for combat anyhow. You're not as smart as I am, but you'll do. I can tell you that already. But please be brave. Yes. You'll do fine. I hope. I mean, there is no way of turning dull into shrewd. Unless you get a mystical treatment when you get sick, when a mystic, you know, makes you into opposites. During those two sieges, do we take more prisoners? No. 80% now. Okay, about to bring you a little assistance. What's the cheapest? Turkic Guard. Again, so much money that... Kurmasta Turks. Yeah, they're that mainly. So, you guys are hired. Well, let me see the monthly cost instead. Because I saw 17, but I thought we could do a little more. Cheaper monthly costs are out there. Actually, let's get Chinese mercenaries instead. Stay put. We'll get together. Just need a little more manpower to besiege the areas a little faster. It's almost over. How are you, Captain? Seducer. Oh, stay in her flanks. My favorite subject does not interest me anymore, and I can't speak about the same zeal as before. I was boring before, so now I'm less zealous, so... Oh well. Then again, as I said, I'm not really into theology and such. I'm just a warrior. And a court physician suggests I buy him some books on autonomy and herbalism so that he can improve his skills. Very well. So get in shape. You will stop spreading those nasty rumors about me. Just take 3 more holdings. We should be up in the 90s, if not 100 by then. The new books I bought him were quite helpful, and he's already has a few new ideas he wants to implement. Alright. Yeah, the Caliph cannot save you now. Oh, you got syphilis, but you will be useful to me. Tokharian. Well, at least someone that's a little better. So you are number 7 on my list. Okay, for once, jump attack. Because I normally avoid critical hits because you have a good chance at missing or he'll counter. And then he'll score big. Still got enough money to maintain. Yeah, just only a few of his children are Zoroastrians now. So now he's going to intervene on the current conflict, which we're preventing him from doing so. And that Bajanid War is also not a part of it. Matter of fact, are they allies? No pact. No pact. Yeah, Bulk. That is a Zoroastrian holy site. Yes, but majority population over there are Sunni now, unfortunately. I would love to expand in that area. But that would require some little fabricating claim, because a holy war would be a very bad idea. Because that means you'll be facing all those numbers. But then again, it's the Buddhists that want that land back. And declaring war on the Buddhists, well, won't be suicide. Because there aren't that many Buddhists out there. Kashgar is reduced. And the Zoroastrians of Karen are fighting hard. Well, I never got a good look at you, because I forgot you were all grown up. Since I know it's my son. Nothing much known about her. Actually, since my son's all grown up, now you're the new squire. Or what they call for females, lady in waiting. Like, all I want to do is just put you in prison. That's it. Nothing else. I want nothing else. At least every time when we besiege the holding, we take a bit of gold as a way of maintaining the costs. Work here is done. Another rival. I was thinking I should make him rival, but no, he's always at war, so duels with him is highly unlikely. So once that boy grows up, he's gonna start expanding and ready to bring all kinds of hell to the Abbasids. Which makes us Sogdians, you know, feel a little more protected. It's too bad we're never going to capture the Emir. I mean, he's out there. He's down there. Okay. Now we know where to go next. Onwards. Still yet to fabricate the claim. Should he lose, then I don't know. It's dragging on. Well, there's a new mayor, so that's good. What is he like? The new mayor. Oh yeah, he definitely likes me. Especially the attraction part. This will be pretty easy to occupy. Too bad the Emir's gone himself, coward again. But soon, those insults he throws at me will stop. Once I put him in prison. It's been a long time. I reduced the fertility and I still got good enough combat skill. And that means no one can challenge me for another year. And this will be an easy one. So here's number 8, even though I faced him before. Taking advantage of my pregnancy, or he got lucky. Counter. Target the center. Oh god, counter. I had my eyes closed before I clicked on it. He got a lucky hit on me. And I wasn't in perfect shape, bastard. So I won't be challenged for at least another year or so, stay in shape just in case. Pay a little money for that. Cartographer's gone. Now it's my daughter. Almost there. Just 2 more holdings. And one's very easy to take. Oh, husband. I mean, I already have it named Dove, but I'm willing to spend some of my prestige just to call you the fairest of this county which I stand on. Now I'm stressed. Okay, tell you what. After this war, we're gonna go on a carousing focus. We're gonna start partying again. Unless you, my husband, use your diplomacy skill and help me, feel relieved. Finish up the siege and we'll try to catch him. 99% war score. This is it. That is your final insult. Now go finish sieging that temple, that mosque. Alright, let's go. We got a war to win. Got a bit of prestige after telling the bravery of his troops, or lack thereof. So we'll just take this mosque, and then we win. I'm still in perfect shape, ready for another fight, despite the fact that I'm currently stressed. Just gotta be prepared for anything. For once, I hope it's another daughter, so just leave it for only one son. And I'll have these daughters married soon enough. But if it's another son, well, don't worry about it. The Rivalry War is over. Jibril, you're going to jail. My jail. My prison. So you could say, well, vengeance is complete, but for me it's just, well, as I stated before, abused Sogdian hospitality. Well, we're going to give him some hospitalities. We're putting him under house arrest. There's reasons. One is to, oh, hang on a sec. Okay, now we're back. One is, I'll be willing to release him if he can raise, 145 gold, because we like having money around. Money to fund our rebellion. Which technically the rebellion started due to this personal issue. But the Sogdian Resistance movement will continue, and it will expand not just in Bukhara, but in other areas within the Emirate. These 2 counties, which is still war-ridden, which would be easy capture. So we're going to Khiva. And there's nothing the Emir can do about it. We're having a border dispute. We will expand within so we can get stronger, because once the treaty is signed, which it already has, by the way, because it says the truce was signed after the Rivalry War. That sets we're the winners by the 20th of March in 10 years. When the truce expires, if he's still alive by then, we will push our claim to get Samarkand. For now, we will expand to Khiva, Dashwood, and Khorasan. The Sogdian Liberation Army or the Transoxianian Liberation Army. So it could either be SLA or TLA, whatever you people want to use in relevance to the region, where we will be liberating areas that are Persians and Sogdians a bit. The east is a little bit far off for me, even though there are already Persian Zoroastrians living there. Now that one will be excluded. We're only going for these places that are easy to take. Ah, thank you, husband. Now that I'm no longer stressed, I am ready for battle again. And Bunyat, you lazy bum. I never thought I would use that word, but you are, again, he's the man who formerly ruled the county until, well, this wise old man, who is my friend, saw something in me. And by golly, he did. By or Mazd, he did see something in me. And that's why I became the face of the resistance. These two conflicts south of us are not relevant to us. But I can only wish that that Karen would win, despite the smaller numbers. And there's also this war in Buck, which, by the way, should be noted. Okay, it's another daughter. Parvin's fine. Just don't make me have any more children, okay? I'm getting a little old. That's why I turned down on fertility. I already got enough children. Now, for Zoroastrians. If they succeed taking Khorasan, which is a big chunk of land. But as for the Zoroastrian faith, there's a holy site over there. And since we live next door to Balkh, so it gives me an idea. There's a new place to fabricate a claim. Fabricate the claim on Balkh, so once we finish our expansion there, then we'll invade that region. So if Karen wins, and then when we win, it's like, yes, this is if, and the others win. When this all occurs, the Zoroastrian moral authority will go up. Not to mention them winning the Holy War. Which sometimes I wish I could intervene on his behalf, but my liege is at war with you, so... Maybe a little financial help wouldn't hurt you, but... Focus. Back in the front lines. As I should. Oh, look at these raiders going after the levies that he's raised from my area of Bukhara. Oh, they got away. Still in perfect shape and no longer stressed. I'm in good health. I'll get this center. Oh, he yielded. Well, to be fair, he has syphilis. So he probably doesn't have much in the way of health. So the only reasonable decision he made today. But now, let the liberators, us rebels, continue our quest for liberation, for the freedom of the Sogdian people, the Persians, the Zoroastrians, and others. Particularly anyone who has suffered under the tyrannical reign of Jibril the Wise. As I'm getting sick now. The Abgoids can't besiege the area. Though he could if he remains longer. To get rid of my ailments, Tolman ordered me to sleep hanging upside down for a couple of days. It will rebalance, yeah, seriously. I feel like a bat. Excellent symptom treatment. Yes, sleep upside down while you have a fever. If it's a really bad disease, I'm going to switch a focus. And I wish we had siege leaders, but hopefully this fever will go away with this excellent symptom treatment. Oh, it's slow fever. But there is none here. So this is a typhoid fever. Oh, that can't be good. Yep, definitely switching a focus. And to keep the martial up, I'll go for hunting. And hopefully at some point, one of my friends is going to give me a dog so I can be even more healthier to counteract this disease. Look, Karen is winning. So with the combination of +1 health and this +50, so it's +2 health. So it should be alright. I mean, it doesn't last very long, so let's play it safe and just say, as long as you know what you're doing. You are the wise one, they say. Brought a croaking bucket to my chambers and told me to expose my upper body. He grabbed a toad and gutted it with a deft hand, and proceeded to place the still twitching carcass on my chest. Zand continued until the bucket was empty, until my torso was covered. I actually feel better. That's another +2, so it'll most definitely cancel it out. But it really hurts my combat skill. Hopefully I'll get well soon until I defeat the final pretender and become Grand Champion. Again, it's just a disease. It'll go away on its... It'll take time for it to go away. It's not like cancer where it'll take decades to get rid of. Not to mention we're going to make more money, which we don't need to spend 50 gold for a book. Abdul al-Rahman, the Sultan of Andalusia, Badajoz, or Jodes, and Valencia. Yeah, the Umayyads from there. Never thought I would be friends with a man who's from a world away. And he's got Stampede Leader and Cavalry Leader. So yeah, he's a super cavalry man. Even though he's lost the Holy War to them once, but he'll come back again, so why not? Let's be friends. I like having more friends. Also, you want me to bounty hunt this Sogdian Buddhist man. Once I get better. The Abgoids are taking care of these guys. After they raided the place a bit. They didn't besiege it. %. And speaking of 100%, you could, like, someone say, it's like, oh no, the Legion's lost the war. Well, all I could say is, alright, Khorasan belongs to the Zoroastrians. Nishapur, that holy site over there, our moral authority's going up. I'm sure the Manichaeans aren't too pleased. Too bad we didn't take any of them prisoner. So now he's gone off to Virjan. So this is his new residence, which is about to fall to the Zoroastrians, and he's going to live somewhere else. Wonderful. We still got very good numbers. And remember, this place is war-ridden, but he's trying to reinforce them. Well, let's put a stop to that, shall we? So you could say Khiva is liberated under the Zoroastrians, but these people here are Persians, not Sogdians. Hence the reason why we say Transoxiana as a whole rather than Sogdiana, as in that whole area where the Sogdians live. You're next. And you don't have as much in the way of levies, and these raiders got you occupied. I got the money. I got the piety. We're gonna take our sweet time. And have you made your money yet? We'll keep it up because your domain, field tax, tribute, and the infidel tax, which I'm still willing to pay you. I will set you free once you make all that money, in which we'll use that money to fund our rebellion. Hopefully I'll get better soon. Again, I have more health bonus. And speaking of health bonus, you gotta stay in shape. Come on. You better be ready for your, you know, another plus 50. Perfect shape. Oh yes, the Sogdian girl. Well, originally Arabic, but we raised her as Sogdian Zoroastrian. So yeah, 51 soldiers from Kiva, in other words, volunteers, we can assume. Consists of 25 light infantry, 15 archers, and 12 heavy infantry. Persian volunteers want to join our liberation war. Why are you commander? Because we only take 2. We took 3. Because when you're a county, you only have 2, but we got another spot. Oh yeah, bring this Sogdian hunter with us. He's one of the war veterans. Not to mention, aggressive leader. But I still need Bunyat with me because he can get troops moving. And we only use guys like him for the narrow flank, but we're on the offensive so far. We have the momentum. Kick the raiders out, then begin the siege. No commanders got killed. Ha! After we kick these guys out, now we're about to finish the siege. They were on the verge of raiding the place, but they did us a favor. My court imam, or Mobad, thought you were a wise man, but I can arrest you and get all that good money. But he's treated me well. And the treatment won't expire until 2 years' time. So, don't worry, I will find someone else. Alright, we're locked up. Now, I'll take your money and you get out of here. In which he's gone on to this area. And there is new liberated territory for these Zoroastrians. Yep, majority Zoroastrian. Faram. Yes, ran by there. So one can think that this Karen Satrapy, descended to one of the Parthian clans, has given us an inspiration for the Sogdian Resistance, or Trans-Sogdian Resistance if we're referring to all nationalities like a catch-all term, rather than by ethnicity. And look at you, another wise man. You've been here. You're my philosophical tutor. You're in a new court position now, as everyone's a loyalist. Now, let's take it over. Too bad we're not winning any battles. What's this? Bajanid subjugation war. It's a Khan, not a Khaganate. Just him, right? And him and his Ord. Well, you better start paying up. So he doesn't have enough troops to the defense, but I really hate to be taken over by another Khan. So, well, he can get the money, and we can pay him, and so he can pay the said money for him to get out of prison as a way of showing forgiveness. Even though he's still my rival, but there's other means. But we do have enough troops to to deal with those guys, since they're going to be coming on down. And Tengri is in his favor. He's brawny, he's strong, but if I take the Khan on in combat, we'll get him killed. Okay. You know what, after we deal with this little problem, we'll help you out in the defense. Just a second, let me finish this one. And plus, joining a defensive war will make the raised levy penalty go down. And a claim for bulk has been fabricated. Just for future use. My delirium has lifted and my temperature is back to normal. I've beaten slow fever. I feel better. Now I'm ready to fight again. I mean, we want to be free ourselves, but I mean, if he wins, then he serves under him, and that would undermine everything that we have been doing. But at least the rebellion down in the Caliphate is still ongoing, and it's been really slow for him, so he can never come to us to interfere on our affairs when the time comes to liberate Samarkand. Massive recruitment drive. I'll stop swaying you till I figure out to get someone else. One more holding to take, which is going to take a while. Alright, he's waving a white flag. Yeah, he will surrender to me. Oh yeah, we forgot to kick these guys out of here because they're Muslims. And if we replace them with... after all, they're all attracted to me, but... these unjust wars, of once I keep doing them, they ain't gonna like it, so... get out, all of you. We'll replace them with Sogdians that'll be more competent. And that includes these areas too. Newly liberated territory. Yep, all of them. Never thought I would say this, but let's save this Emirate. I mean, he cannot help. The Caliph will not help you on the defense against a pretty sizable horde. Along with a small number of vassal troops, so his horde is up there. So he'll be going to Sardiah region. Alright. Let's help out. At least for a time. And we'll be at war soon and we'll raise another army as I have enough glory for it. No, don't bounty hunt yet. Stay here. Again, nothing against Sunnism. We just want more competent people out. Higher positive opinion towards me, the more levies they can provide for us. And for reinforcing. So since we have a claim on that, soon the dust will settle there since his hands are full now. Alright, we've joined that war. Remember, I will release you if you keep raising your money to 145. Got it? Get it? Got it? Good. So we're allies now. Just be glad that you're in prison and not on the front line, because I hate to see you get captured. More troops to be provided, and we'll have additional reinforcements. We will fight against their horde. Farzad, my Darikpat, has died a natural death. He was one of the best. But surely we could find someone better. Okay. Let's just gather around and then we'll meet up in Sardaya. I mean, if the Caliph can help, so can we. This is just a part of our cooperation. Because we'd like the Sogdians to be independent from anyone, including the Khaganates. And once that's done, then we'll take another county. That. Which I guess will happen in the next episode. Bunyat, let's get moving. And the Sogdian veteran is coming with us. Go on up into the steppes. Which we know the steppes very well. Yeah, I'm still in perfect shape. And you want a rematch, huh? And this is it. This is gonna make me Grand Champion if successful. Oh, he's yielded. Many foes attempted to reach my rightful place, but times and times again I've repelled all pretenders. Now no one can doubt my might and skills. The title of Grand Champion is mine, and mine only. All shall remember my glorious exploits for the ages to come. Typically, I always pick, the champion nickname, but I'm more than just a champion. Because, again, the liberation of this area is still ongoing, so I'd rather to be a rebel. I mean, I'm already a rebel at this point. But now, let's end all rivalries, including the Emir. Well, no rivals now, but I have a lot of friends. Powerful friends. So now here's cherry luck. Everyone knows the exploits of Shaykhah Roxana, the undefeated Grand Champion of the Sandpit. More morale damage, prestige, sex appeal, and combat skill more importantly. And can ignore most of the fighter skill joining requirements, such as you gotta have a war focus on to join, or have a martial education. I'd rather have another nickname than just be called Champion. I'm not just a champion. So bulk will fall to the Buddhists. But we have other plans. Oh, we are going to catch up with them. Alright, Bunyat. You're a cavalry man, so that's why I always put you on this flank, because that's where most of the cavalry is, including the horse archers, or special units. Yeah. It's in the middle of summer, so it's good. It ain't winter yet. We're not afraid of them, because they have lots of light cavalry, some heavy, and a couple of horse archers. So let's deal with them. Oh my goodness, how we're losing so badly. That man, Marauder. No wonder he's doing very well in the combat in the cavalry. He can best all of us. Alright, come on in, bud. Oh, this country's in trouble. Because one of their commanders is the very best. And he's a kinslayer to boot. I would want to antagonize this. Well, forget about it. There's somebody that wants to get rid of him. Yeah, one of the best commanders on the field, but he probably doesn't have a lot of friends. And plus, he's a kinslayer. So I got money. Defeat their best commander, and maybe we can have an advantage next time. Hell, even the Khan doesn't even like him. But I think that's good enough. And the fact that not everybody's Tengri like he is. And judging that armor, so he's one of the heroes. Again, he's an adventurer, and he's a marauder. We should have done research on their commanders. Like how real military tacticians should. So we could have a new overlord, or at least the Emir's going to have a new overlord. And that also means, if he's going to be taken over, the Abbasids will have no influence over this region. That could be beneficial to us in the long run, but we will be occupied. But our rebellion isn't over yet. It's just the beginning. Hey, get in here! Hurry up and get rid of him if we wish to face him again. Again, needs to wait 2 years for troops to replenish, so 792. Yeah, that won't happen. But we do have money to hire some cheap mercenaries, and the upkeep will still be good. Especially that we make more money nowadays, with the new holdings that we captured. But it's going to be hard to get around because this may be a little dangerous, but it's already winter at this point. It's like, how about we get to someplace more defensible should they come next time? Well, there's only one holding, so it isn't going to last long. Well, I'm a known murderer. Sorry about this. But don't worry, the men in particular, are still going to like me very much because attractiveness reasons. So we killed their best commander, and also one of their heroes of the warrior lodge of theirs. It's head of the territory. Still gotta defend the title and stay in shape. Yeah, we're gonna lure him over here. Winter's mild now. Now let's build a fort just to lock it down. Not good. Tell you what, after we take this place, just try to make your way back down. And, we'll have to bring up some mercenaries. No, don't give them research. Now that the fort is built, we can build a little garrison size. So that way it'll stall them. It'll stall for time. And we can build more forts throughout the steppes, just to keep locking it down. Oh yeah, that's the Fergana Valley region that they took over recently. Perhaps we can help them liberate the territory. And when the defense battle comes, we need to get a better commander. Well, Vishtas was still here, so he'll do well. So let's stick together. Even though we'll be evenly matched against them. But we'll be reinforced in friendly territory. Oh, here they come. Yeah, we'll be evenly matched, but they're more cavalry oriented, so can't be good. Vishtas, come over here. Also, you have the money yet? Willing to pay? Alright, because once I release you, you're going to view me more positively since you will no longer be in prison. So, pay your ransom and leave. Here's something I never thought of, but only because... Well, there's 3 commander spots, so let's get 3 warrior commanders. 3 Sogdian volunteers, so to speak. 1, 2, 3. This one's an enraged leader, for more damage and more pursuit. Make good use. You, warrior leader. Master use of heavily armored troops like heavy infantry and pikemen. Which we do have plenty of. Most on that flank. We'll think about it. But you're also a duelist, so you definitely make do. And this is a Sogdian female. Siege Master. Alright, where were you when we needed you? But let's just use our traditional commanders first. Including Vestas, which I hope that Battlefield Terrain Master better help out. Because he didn't the last time. Because clearly we were outmatched. If we are defeated again, well, let's go back home and get mercenaries, or just say forget it, accept the new suzerain, in a way. Oh, let me see. Battle starts at the 5th of May. You are going to be arriving. No, you're still going to be with us, whether you like it or not. And he's about to release prison, so he'll be returning to the front lines and hopefully will motivate the troops. How much go ahead? Yep. You have returned to Samarkand. Welcome home. And I'll start swinging you again. Hopefully we'll become friends again. In a way. As I'm fighting your war for the defense. Not good. They just have way more cavalry than any of us do. Who's this? Just some skilled Turkish tenders. We're just outmatched. We will be returning to friendly territory. So we will end the episode soon. Once we return to Dashwoods. What are you doing here? Nothing much about you. Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna go retake that place that we occupied briefly. They bypassed the fort. Okay. Let's just think about this. The Karen Satrapy, although the Caliph has joined the war, but he's got yet another revolt. It's like they just won't quit, will they? But he's trying to root out the last of the Zoroastrians and others. But he's still got so many wars going on, including those in the Indus region. At least he's at peace now, which no doubt he'll be stronger to take on, well, these guys again, since they're no longer, well, they got more problems. Surprised the war hasn't ended yet. But there's others. So let's just end this episode, because on the next episode, we'll see too if we can fight these guys, just fight them in a battle one more time. And if we can prevail this, then if not, well then we'll just have to go forward with our plan to take over this next county that's ruled by heretics. Now that the Zoroastrian moral authority is going up. So the next episode is assist the Emir a little as a way of, well, let's try to be friends again. And the other is continuing the rebellion inside of here rather than direct to him. Because we still have a truce. And eventually it would take bulk and the Zoroastrian moral authority will be restored once again. So hope to see you in the next episode. Until then, so long for now.